What a day to be alive, everyone. Thank you so much for the support on the channel all the way until now. Bitcoin has made a new all-time high, and the question now becomes, what is the next move? We're going to discuss all of this in today's video, so make sure you like, subscribe, comment, and share so we can hit 10k as quick as possible. So, we made a new all-time high. Let's get the exact price. $69,210. Absolutely incredible. Now, a pullback is not out of the ordinary, guys. In fact, it's expected. Why? Because the last time we were at this price was the end of 2021. It's taken so long to get up into this price point. So I would love for it to consolidate. Absolutely. We haven't done it for a while. It was pretty much since towards December/January where we had our last correction. The whole month of February it's just been up only, and we've got to the all-time high beautifully. And in fact, due to that correction, we were able to use the fibs on it. And so we can also see that not only have we met the all-time high and put in a new one by around $210, but we've also met the 2414. So guys, a rejection from this point is just expected. However, we need to understand that Bitcoin really doesn't care about what we think. So in today's update, we're going to go through all the key levels of support that are up ahead. In fact, Bitcoin could just continue past and break the all-time high, heading to 75, 80, 85, 90k, and so on and so forth. So let's just dive into that right now. I'm going to zoom out real quick and look at our two highs. Now, I have marked out the first top, April 2021, and the second top, November 2021. This is interesting because it's only been a couple of days since we broke the 65k high. Actually, just one day, in fact. So as that is has not worked as resistance, it should now actually act as support. So if Bitcoin is going to melt faces right now, 64.9, or let's just call it 65k, would be the area it could get a bounce from, because again, it's been acting as our top. Now that it has been pushed through like butter, can it now just support us to go ahead and put in that 70k high, for example? I will also prepare you for any levels below this point. So that will now take us to some analysis we've been doing on the channel over the past week, which was when we saw this liquidity grab that came down to 58.8k. I saw a lot of crypto YouTubers and influencers suggesting this could be a local top, but I maintained the stance on my YouTube, on my Twitter, first of all in the Discord community, that 58.8k just needs to hold, and we will go ahead and put in that new all-time high. And as you can see, it did take since the 28th of February to come true, but you've only had to wait a few days, and boom, as you can see, everything played out. So this now comes an area of interest. As I just mentioned, 65k is an area right now because it was previously one of our tops, the first top. It can now act as support. What's interesting is now that I've come over to the 4 hour, that the 20 moving average is there, and we know that if we can just continue above the 24 hour, we just continue higher and higher. So that would mean actually surpassing 70,000, in fact, guys. So exciting if we can find support within this 65k previous first 2021 top, and from April last year, I think it was. However, if we lose this, don't you worry. The next levels that come in is around $61,000. As you can see, the 55 daily, a 4 hour moving average sits on these lows, with the lowest point of our range over here, 58.8. As I said back here, just hold that and we continue higher. This allowed the 20 to climb above that level of support. And as you can see, the consolidation just allowed this to catch up, kissed it and continued. Right now we're back at it. Can it close above this point? If so, we're looking to essentially consolidate between these 2 points. If the 20 gives in, it's down to 61k. If the 20 holds and 69k breaks, I will now have to get you some further targets to the upside. But these fibs were on my chart for the past week since we set this new range over here. So as you can see, we've got targets above our 69k high at 71.72, but this is just like a micro analysis targets to the upside. What I will do now is zoom out, because I've shown you the 65, the 61 and the 58.8k support. We could come lower. It's not out of the realms of possibilities, guys. It really doesn't matter anyways. We've got the 200 EMA 4 hour time frame down over here at 55k, let's just call it. I'm going to head back to the daily because I really do prefer it. Okay, so we were stuck in this range between December and January, and we broke out February. So that is the most important Fibonacci personally. I know we just looked at this micro one, but this is a macro one. So we can see that over the past over the last week of February, we were consolidating underneath 52k, and that was the level that needed to be broken for the bullish continuation. In fact, in this area, I marked out the low at $50,600 and suggested that we would continue to the all-time high as long as 50.6k held. Equally over here, I said 58.8k held, and business as usual, all targets are met. So now that has been the case, these old areas that were once struggling to Bitcoin was once struggling to push through become key areas of support going forward. So what I'm going to do is create a level between 50, or this 49k high, which was the resistance we were struggling with, then flipped into support, and then we can see the next level of resistance we struggled with. So I'm going to mark out this area, and this for me is the most important level for Bitcoin going forward. Remember, we can just continue going up from 65k, but if it happens, if we do get down as low as 50, 52k, I'll literally, that is totally fine for me. You're not losing any structure. This is our most recent macro high or low down at 40,000. So any lows higher than 40,000 is technically fine. And if we're looking at the macro time frame, like the daily, this is the most significant resistance. And then the last few weeks of February, you know, we struggled, or the last week of February, we struggled over here. So I've just created an area between those 2 points. And then I've also showed multiple supports above them too, just so you know we don't have to come down as deep as here. But even if it did happen, it's totally fine. I would personally love a correction, a consolidation as a range, but it's whatever Bitcoin wants to do, guys. So again, as Bitcoin did tap into price discovery mode today, we don't have a lot of data to work with. So what we can do is when we do correct, when we do consolidate, just as we did December and January, these are going to be the perfect moments to use our fibs to gain future targets. So until the next macro pullback, you know, where we're going down for a month or so, or consolidating for a month or so, then we can only use longer term targets. So at the moment, what I see right now is the next significant high past 70,000, 69k, sorry, would be about 77k. Of course, 75 coming in before, but we've got a lot more of the journey to go. Bitcoin is the first mover. You can even just look at Ethereum to know that alts are early, because even ETH is not at the all-time high. It's all-time high, and we know that altcoins follow after Bitcoin has done its move and then consolidates. Then ETH wakes up, drags up the alts, and we know how altcoin season goes. So it's just whether Bitcoin wants to catch support at 65k for bullish continuation, or we will see a further dump. But as long as we're finding support above 50k, business as usual. We're expecting further price discovery, and yeah, 70, 80, 90 and so on and so forth. Guys, that's it from me today. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment and share if you want further content. I'm more involved with my Discord community than Twitter, than YouTube. I have so many 100x coins in there that are going to perform over the next year. We've already done 10x's on multiple coins already. So if you want to get in, I also do weekly live streams mentoring you, all my buy signals, all my trades. Join for daily support, and it's only $25 a month. Links down below, and I'll catch you over there. Cheers.